Signature TV, news in your pocket.
Thank you for staying with us. We're still on the update of the Free Nnamdi Kanu protest, and now we're joined by another correspondent from Abuja, Chimezie Nzedinma. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, so how is it like there? Where are you, first of all? Where are you and what is going on there?
Okay, I'm currently at Ghana Street, which is very, very close to Transcorp Hilton.
All right.
And what is going on there? Like, what's the update there? What is going on?
Okay, there's heavy roadblock, and military are blocking each road to the defense headquarters and secretariat. And on my way to cross over to Transcorp, I was stopped by the military and also told to put away my phone and every form of devices I had on. And I was alleged that, I was paid. Things they were alleging that some of them were saying I was paid and stuff, that we should go home. But I still stayed at far to take some few shots. So on taking shots, and other citizens who were standing very close to the roadblock were taking shots, were thrown tear gas and we started running. Not one, not two, 3 times.
Well, all right. Now, you said you were held down and tear gas was thrown at you and even on the citizens. But what is the public reaction over what is going on?
Okay, the public are very bitter about what is happening. I've talked to several citizens. People are trying to go to work. Some really don't even know what is happening today. And some are trying to speak with the police officers and are really not getting any feedback or getting very harsh reactions from them. The citizens are really bitter about what is happening because there's little to no vehicles to go to work. People are trekking from kilometers to kilometers on foot. There is heavy traffic from Maraba down to Abuja because most civil servants live around the Maraba access down to Abuja. There is heavy traffic. So there is a lot. People are really, really bitter. And from my own experience with the tear gas, I can tell people who were very close to it, I really don't know how they will be feeling at this point.
Wow. All right. Now, Chimezie, what about the leaders of this protest? Would you say that any of them are at that location where you are at now? And is there any leadership figure there trying to address both sides, both those of the law enforcement and of the citizens as well?
Okay, I was at Transcorp. I got to Transcorp, I would say, around 7:50. As at then, there were already roadblocks and military were at several junctions. But I did not see any protesters. I didn't. But I saw clips online that so the leader were already there with some people. So I guess they were there before I got to the location and they have moved to another side or they have been dispatched or displaced from there. But I didn't see any protesters around that location currently.
Okay, now you mentioned that people were struggling or trying to go to work and some of them are not even aware of the situation. Now, what would you say is the participation strength of the protesters, about how many people are there, or is it just a mere facade that, they are protesting #Free Nnamdi Kanu?
Oh, it's not a mere facade, despite the fact that I have not seen the protest group eye to eye. I've just seen people in mass trying to walk or trying to get to that place of work. But I can tell it's not a facade. I talked to someone who claimed to be part of the protesters. But I said claim because he was alone, and I interviewed him and he said he was part of the protesters and they were meant to meet at Eagle Square, but they have been thrown tear gas and he's just like he's been displaced from his group. So that's how I interviewed him.
All right, now we can see the clip on our screen. We're seeing someone who seems to be affected by possibly the tear gas or something. So would you say that there are some people who have been affected by this, who are either unconscious or some form of health issues surrounding this protest?
Yes, 100%. As I said earlier, I was also affected by the tear gas, and I was not even that close. But I know I could not see for a while, and every part of my face was hurting. So just me that was far away, then think about people who were very close to when it was showing. So yes, I 100%.
All right. Now, since you said that you were affected, but what we saw on the newspaper headlines this morning is that opposition parties will be there, lawyers will be there, even medical team will be there to protect the protesters. Now, how through is that story on the newspaper headlines to, towards guarding and protecting the citizens?
Okay, there's one thing of, okay, they are there to protect protesters, but what I said or my experiences with some citizens, they were not even protesters. This was just bystanders. People trying to go to work, people sitting down on the street. These were bystanders. Nobody was there to protect them. By this scene, during the roadblock, I saw several lawyers trying to pass the roadblock and interfacing with the police who were blocking the road, trying to pass, like several lawyers trying to pass. So I don't know if they were going or headed to the protest venue, but I can say bystanders, normal citizens have no form of protection.
Now, this protest, is it centralized in one focal point in Abuja, or are we seeing small scattered gatherings in multiple locations?
Okay, I would say it's not at one focal point, because the military are trying their best for there not to be any form of gathering, because they're in different prominent junctions leading to places that you see protesters are going to assemble. So they are in every form of location or junction leading to these major national institutions where protests are meant to happen. So it's not one focal point. It's not one focal point, but there are little assemblies right now, because every small assembly they get a tear gas.
All right. Now, what is the current position of the government in all this? Has there been some sort of court injunction or anything from the government?
Not that I know of, but I know that after today, tomorrow, they're going to go to court again for the case with the police, because the police did sue them that they should not have a protest. But it was being adjourned to tomorrow, so there's going to be a court case tomorrow. But for government intervention, there have been none so far. Have just been seeing convoy going left, going right, to and fro. But government intervention or any government speech or anything, nothing yet.
Now,
to my knowledge.
I'd like to get your thoughts on this protest as a whole. From your personal point of view, what would you say, how would you...
Hello?
Can you hear me, Chimezie?
Hello?
Hello, can you hear me?
Sorry, can you hear me?
I can hear you loud and clear.
Okay.
Now, I was asking, from your point of view, how do you see this protest, this Free Nnamdi Kanu protest happening in Abuja? What are your thoughts on it?
I see this, what is currently happening, as an infringement of the human rights of the citizens. We as citizens have the right to assemble and protest. This protest, have a free protest to air our opinions and to air our grievances and say what the people are demanding. But now with the reactions of the military or the government towards this, is quite distasteful, and it shows a bad light on how they uphold human rights in this country.
All right. Now, from what you have gathered and what you have seen, what do you think is the demand of these protesters beyond freeing Nnamdi Kanu?
The demand of the protester is just upholding of justice. A court order has been done, like, let him be released. Just follow through. That is the simply thing, justice. Aside him being released, it's just justice. Let justice prevail in this country. Let what is right, or what has been legally proven to be right, be done. That is all.
Now, a lot of people say that when protests like this happen and people have demands, that at the end of the day, these demands are not met. Now, do you think that that is the same thing that would play out this time around, where we have a protest for a cause and at the end of the day, it is not met?
I don't want to shoot myself on the foot and say no, but I want to try and be realistic with the situation of the country and past precedents and things that have been happening. This is not the first protest we're having in this country and in this year to start with. So I'm hopeful, but I'm feeling that it's not going to be an easy process. It's not going to be an easy process, but I am hopeful that the demands will be met, because whatever is happening is not just affecting Nnamdi Kanu as a person, it's affecting every Nigerian at this point.
So, seeing that this is the situation in the country, do you think that there is even any need for these kinds of protests when the results would possibly not yield fruit?
Okay, there is need. There is need, because if everybody decides to fold their hands and do nothing, then I would say the people behind this such disorderliness are winning, and that is literally what they want: a form of dictatorship where they will do whatever they will do, and the citizens will keep quiet. So if we keep saying, "Oh, they're not going to do," if we protest, nothing will happen. They're going to win. They are going to prevail, and we will be on the suffering end at the end of the day. So it's good to keep coming out to show the people that we are not stepping down anytime soon, and we will fight for what we believe and what is right.
All right. Now, Chimezie, have you seen any of the major players there, like Showore or Atiku, and have you actually witnessed any form of arrest from the security personnel?
Okay, no, I have not witnessed any form of arrest. And as I said earlier, as my current location, I did hear Showore was there, but when I came at around 7:50, I did not see anyone.
Now, comparing this particular protest and other protests over the years, especially the NSAS, what do you think is peculiar about them, and what do you think is different, and what do you think will be the possible outcome of this particular one?
There's something that is very similar. The military are always ready to attack defenseless citizens. That I would say. They're always ready to attack. When I mean attack, I will some might say violent, but yes, they're always ready to attack, because throwing tear gas at people that are unarmed and just sitting and walking is a form of violence. So yes, the military are always ready to do that. And like I say, without showing any form of remorse or anything. And the alleged of we reporters are always collecting bribes to come and cover such or report such is really disheartening, because me just coming with my phone and my tripod stand, I was already told that, oh, I've already collected money, now I want to start videoing and breaking news. It was a really distasteful thing to see and to encounter.
Right. Now, why would you say that they have this notion about the media coming to, who possibly must have taken bribe or something? Why do you think that there is that notion about the media, and why is it, and how is it affecting media access to these types of situations?
You know, when someone does bad, and so if a child does something bad and another of his siblings reports or something, you have this kind of this thing against, why are you reporting me, things like that. The military has, I will not say the military really don't have a good civil relations with the citizens. There have been very bad reports against them on several media platforms and protests like this. So definitely, anytime they see reporters, they always feel like it's from opposition party who are paying them to come and paint a bad light against them and against the ruling party. Hello?
Right. We can hear you. So,
Okay.
Beyond this, we're seeing that the major players there are Showore and Atiku. Do you think that they actually have something behind this particular agitation and move?
I really don't want to speculate in that light, in the sense of Atiku is coming back or is aging to run for presidency 2027 and being with the Igbos and helping agitate for his Nnamdi Kanu's release. Some could speculate that, he's trying to get favor and win the Igbos' favor in being elected or being voted for in the 2027 election. But that is just very mere speculation. I really don't want to go into that area.
All right, Chimezie Nzedinma, we want to thank you and apologize for what you went through with that tear gas situation. I would like you to stand by because we would like to get more updates from you and in Abuja. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you very much.
All right, now we will go on a short break. When we return, Signature Morning continues.
With a population of about 36 million people, the Southeast is awash with stories. Every day on Southeast News, we tell the peculiar story of the Southeast and her people.
Our Southeast should be the Silicon Valley of Nigeria.
Their successes, achievements, and daily challenges. Do you have a Southeast story to share? Community achievements and challenges, completed and uncompleted projects, bad roads, water scarcity, erosion, flooding, insecurity, or even disagreements? Bring it on to Southeast News. On Southeast News, no story is too big or too small. Southeast News. Let's tell our story. Showing on Signature TV every weekday at 4 p.m. WAT, 1600 hours GMT.